Today, I want to talk to you about something that each and every one of us will face at some point in our lives: the temptation to give up. Whether it's a dream we've been chasing, a goal we're striving to achieve, or simply a challenge that seems insurmountable, we all reach a moment where the thought of quitting crosses our mind. But let me tell you this: the most important part of your journey is not where you start, and it's not even where you're going. It's in the moments where you feel like giving up but choose not to. It is in those moments, when your resolve is tested, that you find your strength. 1. Understanding the nature of success. Success is not something that comes easily or quickly. It is often a long, winding road filled with obstacles, setbacks, and doubts. But it is also a road where each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. We often look at successful people and think that their journey was smooth, but the reality is that they have faced adversity just like you and me. What sets them apart is not their ability to avoid failure, but their ability to rise again after falling. The truth is, everyone who has ever achieved greatness has faced failure. And failure, far from being something to fear, is actually one of your greatest allies on the road to success. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, failed thousands of times before creating his breakthrough. But when asked about his failures, he responded, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison didn't give up, and because of that, he changed the world. 2. Embrace failure as a stepping stone. Failure is not the end, it's simply part of the process. If you've never failed, it likely means you've never tried something truly meaningful. The most successful people in the world have all encountered failure, but they didn't let it define them. Instead, they used it as a stepping stone. Take the story of Michael Jordan, for instance. Jordan is often hailed as the greatest basketball player of all time. But did you know that he was once cut from his high school basketball team? Imagine that. A young Michael Jordan, full of passion and talent, rejected. It would have been so easy for him to give up, to let that rejection define his future. But he didn't. Instead, he used that setback as fuel, dedicating himself to the game and pushing through every obstacle. Today, Jordan's name is synonymous with excellence in basketball. 3. The power of persistence. Persistence is the difference between those who succeed and those who give up. It's the ability to continue moving forward even when everything inside you is telling you to stop. Look at the story of J.K. Rowling, author of the Harry Potter series. Rowling faced rejection from 12 different publishers before one finally agreed to publish her manuscript. That's right, 12. How many of us would have given up after the first, the second, or even the fifth rejection? But Rowling didn't. She believed in her story, and she kept going, refusing to let rejection defeat her. When she finally published Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, it became an instant success, but it was only the beginning. Today, the Harry Potter franchise is a global phenomenon, inspiring millions of readers and viewers around the world. Rowling's persistence not only transformed her life but also impacted the world in ways she could have never imagined. 4. Staying focused on your vision. When you face hardships, it's important to remember why you started. Your vision, your why, is the driving force that will carry you through the toughest of times. Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, was fired from the very company he helped create. Imagine the heartbreak and devastation he must have felt at that moment. But instead of giving up, Jobs took that experience as an opportunity to grow. He founded Next and Pixar, which eventually led to his return to Apple. Under his leadership, Apple went on to create groundbreaking products like the iPhone and iPad. Jobs didn't just create a company, he changed the way we live. When faced with adversity, it's crucial to remember your vision and let it fuel your determination. Don't let temporary setbacks cause you to lose sight of your dreams. 5. Developing resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after setbacks, to keep moving forward even when things feel impossible. Oprah Winfrey, who is now a household name, faced incredible challenges in her early life. She was fired from her job as a television reporter because they said she wasn't fit for TV. She struggled with a difficult childhood, including abuse, poverty, and rejection. But instead of giving up, Oprah used her challenges as motivation to rise higher. She built her own empire, becoming not only one of the most influential media moguls of all time but also a powerful voice for change and self-empowerment. Resilience doesn't mean never feeling pain. It means allowing yourself to feel that pain, learn from it, and then keep moving forward. 6. Small steps lead to big results. One of the most effective ways to avoid the temptation to give up is to break down your big goal into smaller, manageable steps. Often, we're overwhelmed by the enormity of our dreams and goals, but when we focus on the smaller actions, it becomes easier to make progress. Take the story of Sir Edmund Hillary, the first man to summit Mount Everest. Hillary didn't climb the mountain in one giant leap. He took it step by step, carefully planning and persevering through harsh conditions. His achievement wasn't the result of one great push but of countless small steps toward the summit. Your goals, no matter how big, can be achieved in the same way. One step at a time. If you focus on making progress every day, no matter how small, that progress will eventually add up to something extraordinary. 7. The importance of surrounding yourself with positivity. The people you surround yourself with will either lift you up or drag you down. Look at the life of Walt Disney, who was fired from a newspaper job for not having enough imagination. He faced bankruptcy, disappointment, and failure throughout his life, but he kept going because he was fueled by his belief in the power of imagination. He surrounded himself with people who shared that belief and were willing to work alongside him to make his dreams a reality. Your circle of friends, mentors, and supporters is critical. When you feel like giving up, they will remind you of your strength and encourage you to keep pushing forward. Conclusion. Your story is not over, so, to each of you here today, remember that your journey is not defined by the setbacks you face but by how you choose to respond to them. You will encounter moments of doubt, frustration, and disappointment, but those moments do not define you unless you let them. The true measure of success is not how many times you fall, but how many times you rise. The world is full of stories of people who didn't give up, people who chose to press forward, to keep going even when the odds were stacked against them. That could be your story too. But it starts with you, with your belief in yourself, and your refusal to give up. Your dreams, your goals, your future, they are all waiting for you. So, when you feel like giving up, take a deep breath and remind yourself, I will persist until I succeed. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.